It is still definitely summer here in Washington. We've just taken a slight break from the sun to get a nice bit of rain yesterday and now some really nice overcast skies, which I really appreciated. Not just for the less glare in my eyes on my drive home today, but it's just nice. It looks really nice outside. And on this day, as I was looking in my fridge, deciding which beer I should try, I decided to try a dark one. Well, hey y'all, it's Matthew again, here to chew the brew, and today I will be drinking Icicle Brewing Company's Dark Persuasion German Chocolate Cake Ale. This is a 6.5% ABV, so relatively high, but not very high in the scale of dark cake-like beers. They do say that it is a milk stout, so it has milk sugars, but they specifically note that it does not have chocolate in the recipe. Instead, they're using the darkly roasted malts to produce a flavor reminiscent of chocolate. So this should be interesting to compare, well, not to compare because I haven't had any adjunct-laden dark chocolate cake-based drinks in a little while to compare it with, but it'll just be interesting to see how much chocolate they can evoke from roasty malts. And just to begin with, yeah, it smells like they got a little bit in there. The primary flavor is definitely malts, and it's roasted malts. So there is kind of that like burned grain molasses flavor or aroma coming up, but also a sweet, not quite berry, but definitely a dark sweetness, which is definitely evocative of chocolate. And I wonder if, because German chocolate cakes are often, at least traditionally, paired with cherries, I wonder if that's part of the name is because there was an almost berry-like or cherry-like sweetness to the beer. But I haven't tasted it yet. I've only smelt it. It smells pretty good. It definitely smells like a milk stout. It smells in the milk stout family, so that's great. That's on brand. It has a smell that's more reminiscent to me of the Left Hand Brewing milk stouts than, say, Great Divide's Yeti, which we'll see how that turns out. Let's just put it that way. Those of y'all who know, and you can watch the videos to find out and know yourself, know that I definitely prefer the Yeti to the Left Hand milk stouts. There is a booziness to the smell too. Like once I stick my nose deep down there, I can smell a little bit of the alcohol burn. It smells nice. It smells good. It smells like a lot of malts were used. They were dark, and there's definitely a bit of a milk sugar smell to that too. So let's see how it tastes. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. So there's a round, mellow sweetness in here, and then there's this dark, roasty bitterness, and they balance very nicely. It's almost kind of a chocolate milkshake like experience overall, but like a chocolate milkshake with like dark chocolate chips in it or something like that. So it's not just the creamy milk chocolate. There's some depth and bite to it, which is really nice. And I suppose it might have been difficult for him to try to evoke a dark chocolate milkshake as they were coming up with a name for this. So German chocolate cake works because that tends to have a darker chocolate character with a lot of nice roasty bitterness from the chocolate in it. It's not an overly sweet, just a chocolate cake. It's got a little bit more to it that makes it that German chocolate. And yeah, that works out pretty nicely. That is a really good beer. It is not thick enough that you feel you have to go slow per se. There is like the different layers. There's the sweetness, there's the time when the sweetness and the bitterness work together nicely, and then as it finishes, it's like this nice dry dark chocolate finish in your mouth, like an 80% or higher dark chocolate. And it's just not this nice progression that works very nicely and all together makes for a really, really tasty beer. I like this a lot. This is a good beer. Highly recommend. Good stuff. Yeah, that's it. Good beer. Drink more. Anyways, this is me, Matthew. I have been drinking and definitely enjoying Dark Persuasion German Chocolate Cake Ale by Icicle Brewing Company. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.